Up.
I think I need a job. Hey, I know it's been a while.
Oh my god!
Look, okay, I just joined college. My first semester has been really busy, and that's definitely the reason why I haven't been posting for like half a year, okay? Trust me. Busy? Can you tell me who has like 3,000 hours in Minecraft, like
Who are you?
1,000 hours in Geometry Dash, 1,000 hours in Terraria, like 500 hours in
Stop.
Fortnite?
Who are
Uh,
you?
what do you mean? I'm literally you. Haven't you ever looked at yourself in a mirror? Well, no, I can't really stand myself. Yeah, that's fair. Okay, as I was saying, my first semester of college just got over. I'm on semester break, and it's been pretty boring at home, you know? I mean, I guess I should be doing things that would make me more job ready, like my dad tells me every day. He's like, "Oh, look at all these profiles on LinkedIn," and I'm like, "Okay, dude. Yeah, he's right. I just want to play video games, okay? And I want to watch Better Call Saul, so it's not my fault. I mean, it is my fault, and that's why I'm here. Look, I'm doing something. It's a YouTube video. How useful could it be? It's gonna be very useful. That's the whole point. I'm gonna kill two birds with one stone. I'm gonna solve my boredom by making a YouTube video and editing it for like hours on end. It's definitely fun. Trust me, you should try it sometime. And I'm also gonna make this video on Java. Oop, funny. When you spell backwards, it says poo. I'm 18, I swear. Yeah, I'm gonna make a video on that, so it's gonna be useful. I swear, I'm gonna learn so much. Also, if you're wondering what this whole thing is, this is the best mic I have at home. It's the mic on my gaming headset, so you're kind of gonna have to deal with that. I'm definitely not wearing this heavy thing for the whole video, so I'm just gonna hold it like a regular mic. It's got RGB. But before we get started, it's been so long since I've made a video, so why don't we spice it up a bit, huh? Why don't we get a bit formal up in here? Yeah, I'm not gonna wear the full suit, cause I actually don't know where my pants are. And even if I did, I probably wouldn't, cause I'm just kinda lazy. I'm gonna use my wall here as like a presentation board. Also, I just realized my curtains are blue. Like my blazer is blue. I mean, wall is blue. My RGB is blue. I think you guys know what my favorite color is. So, what is OOP or OOP or whatever you want to call it? OOP or OOP is an acronym and it stands for Object Oriented Programming. So, what does object oriented programming mean? Well, first let's talk about different type of programming. Like the first type of programming used in the coding language C, which is known as procedural programming. So in this form of programming, we have our variables. Variables hold some data. It could be like an integer, it could be like a float, and we have functions. You know, maybe it's predefined, like math functions, or it's user defined when we write what the function does. So we have these two kind of functions. We have the data. So these functions take the data and they do something to them, and then they give an output. You can do this in any order. What object-oriented programming does is it brings in the concept of objects. So objects are these kind of let's say encapsulations of attributes and behaviors. Encapsulation is a word that we're going to use later. Attributes are essentially variables and behaviors are essentially functions. Let's take a real world object like a car, okay? So a car has attributes like its color, its like suspension size, tires. Okay, I don't know cars. It has attributes. It has certain behaviors like you can push down on the gas to go forward, acceleration, So these are the attributes and behaviors of a car. So imagine these are the variables and the functions of an object in Java programming. That's what object-oriented programming does. It's a kind of way to organize things. There's another concept in object-oriented programming called classes. So, or at least the class name essentially tells you what kind of objects you can find within that class. So let's take the class car. You might find like a Mercedes, you might find like a Volkswagen, you might find a Maybach. I think that's how you pronounce it. Well, I mean, if you're like not flowing in cash, you'd probably just find a Toyota Corolla. But they're kind of like related. That's why this class has related objects. They can all have their own attributes and functions, but they're all related. That's why we're putting them under one class. So now that I've covered objects and classes in a little bit of detail, we're moving on to the four main pillars of object-oriented programming, at least in Java. First up, inheritance. So what is inheritance? All of these are actually pretty self-explanatory. They're in the name. So inheritance is essentially the inheriting of properties of one class to another. So let's take a parent class, perhaps vehicles, just vehicles in general. And then we have a subclass, cars. Cars is a type of vehicle. So cars is a subclass, vehicles is a parent class. Using inheritance, we can take properties, in fact all the properties of the parent class, and put it into the subclass, but we can still add on to the subclass, meaning you have more flexibility, but it also means you don't have to retype your code. It provides provision to reuse your code. That's the main selling point of inheritance. It's kind of similar to structures in C, if you've ever done that, and if you haven't, then that's shame on you, because this is not a video course. This is a teenage guy trying to do something fun in his break, and this is completely on you. Alright, next we have polymorphism. So what does polymorphism mean? Poly means many, and morph means forms. So polymorphism just means many forms. Let's take the word bear, okay? Bear has two meanings. It's like to bear something, like, oh, I'm bearing this pain. The word bear has two different meanings, even though it has the same word. It's the same general idea. That's what polymorphism is. Same like general name, but different forms, different ways of using it. Java uses this in something called method overloading. Methods are essentially functions in Java. They're the same thing. So imagine, let's say you have one function says sum with a data type like integer with 2 arguments. You can have another method in the same program, also called sum, also with the data type integer, or return type, my bad, with no arguments. So Java now immediately knows to differentiate these two. These two functions can do completely separate things, but the way you call them, using arguments or using without arguments, is how Java separates them. No, no, I'm making a YouTube video. No, it's useful. It's like, it's Java. What do you mean you're canceling my Roblox premium? What? Okay, it doesn't matter, cause this video is gonna blow up, and I'm gonna become rich and famous, and then I can buy my own Roblox premium mom. Also, dinner was very yummy today. Thank you very much. Alright, number 3, we have something called abstraction. So what is abstraction? Again, let's go back to a car. What do you need to know to drive a car? Not that much, actually. I mean, driving a car is hard, I get it. You need to know how to work the clutch, and like, if you need to know, like, if there's a kid on the road in front of you, you're not supposed to accelerate and go literally murder him. Car, you don't need to know how the motor works, you don't need to know how the headlamps work. Yeah, so that's what abstraction is. It's when unnecessary details are hidden from the user so that they get an easier and streamlined experience. As for how it's used in Java, they're used in 2 ways, namely abstract classes and interfaces. The thing is, it's been so long since I learned both of these that I kind of forgot everything, and also didn't like study it for this video. So, I mean, my textbook's right there. I guess I could check it out for you guys. Okay, if you want to learn more about interfaces and abstract classes, please head over to www.google. Finally, we're on to the 4th and last pillar of Java object-oriented programming. It's called encapsulation. Again, I did use this word previously in the video. It's the grouping of data and code into one place, and namely in Java, in objects. So objects have their methods and their attributes grouped together into one, called an object. That's what encapsulation is. It's the grouping of attributes into one form. Oh, hey Dad, where's Mom? I'm making a video. I told you. What do you mean I'm wasting my? What do you mean I should have been put in boarding school? What are you? So that's been it for me, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. I just wanted to try something new, with the face and the editing style. I'm kind of got bored of making like lame gaming clips. They're just kind of low effort. I'm probably just gonna upload more later on if I feel like it. If I like find a new game. Thank you for watching. Thank you for sticking out till the end, and see you again in like 6 months or never. I honestly don't know. Bye.